My recent co-production on K-Trap's new single Strategy alongside legendary UK producer Carnes Hill hit trending in just a few days.
Extra 20 for the top up, they should give me a bundle. Bro, that's joking, but he's gonna score as well like PK Humble.
In this video, I'm gonna show you the exact formula behind these beats so you can learn how to make tracks that rappers can't resist. And yo, quick heads up, I officially dropped my brand new drill and trap bundle, Pyroverse. It's loaded with 6 new kits and includes drums, loops, midis, fills, phrases, effects, one-shots, presets, and way more. This week only, there's a huge discount, a bonus brand new Serum 2 kit, and a $20 voucher. So make sure you click the link in the description while the launch sale's running, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, let me show you how sick Pyroverse actually is. So as you can see, there's 6 brand new kits. We've got a one-shot kit, everything from bass to bells, flutes, keys, pads, and leads. These are all playable instruments, so you can build melodies with them without overloading your CPU. And there's also over 100 accents. So these are a big part of my production process recently. We have a huge vocal phrase library with over 120 different vocals. These sound crazy. I actually hired someone to sing these, so you're not going to find these anywhere else. Same with the R&B ones. And then for all of those, you have the dry version too. There's over 30 loops. I feel like my loops just keep getting better, man. Even the first one's mad. You could just make something crazy with these. Just different vibes, man. Best part is the drum kit. This kit's huge. There's over 600 files in here. Everything from creative 808s, a mix of grime and trap, to 808 top layers, claps, drill counter snares, loads of drum fills, effects, creative glitches, and then we've got these super trap inspired rolls. And these are time stretched too, so you can drag them straight into FL and they'll lock into your project BPM. This causes punchy kicks. Everyone asks for log drums, loads of open hats, tons of unique percussion, tons of snares, and then just so much more. On top of that, there's a full analog lab bank and a full portal bank, which we'll get to soon. Okay, I've got the BPM set to 160, but I'm most likely gonna bring that down to 140 soon. But I do that intentionally because I'll make the melody with MIDI and then I'll stretch it, and that'll just give it some unique characteristics. I'm actually gonna start with Serum 2 and use this pad. We'll just start by making something kind of tense. So I'm not even thinking too much about what chord it is, I'm just clicking notes in. See how already that sounded kind of dark? It's because we're keeping the notes close together. We could stretch these out, maybe just repeat this, or keep the top one out. I like that that pad's got some movement. I'm always looking for quite unique presets. This is already sounding dark. So once you've got your chords down, you just want to find things to layer it with. So you could try different pads, maybe some strings. I think for this one, I want to use this preset that I haven't used in a while from Spitfire Solo Strings. It's just progressive violin. And all we're going to do is copy the medium. I like the preset, but it needs to be separated from the pad so they're not overlapping too much. I think it even needs to be down an octave, or we'll add halftime to this one. Yeah, there we go. Halftime just works every time, man. Okay, what I'm thinking now is just to add some type of repetitive piano. So I'm going to pull up just a grand piano from Addictive Keys. But before I even make the melody, I'm going to slap some halftime on. Let's just copy that a couple times and then randomize the velocity. That's the one. Then we could throw in some portal too. Sounds crazy. Of course we had to add a new portal bank. I love this corner dusting preset. Let's just add in some texture to the melody. Let's get some vocal phrases in. Mad. Add another one. And then we'll switch it up this time around. Sounds perfect. We can process it though. You probably see me doing this loads, but I like to have vocals more in the background, so I like to filter it, add some pancake, some delay, with the time usually set to 4 or 2, and then I drown it out with reverb. One thing I've noticed as a producer who makes loops as well as beats is when I'm working with producers and they're going through my loops, the ones they pick are usually the ones they can instantly hear drums on. Same way an artist picks a beat they can easily hear words on, and it's all about space. We talk about it so much, but it's so important because you can overcook melodies as well as beats. So while I do like to make crazy stuff and push boundaries, I do also like to try and strip it back sometimes. So even at this point now, I might just render this, flip it a little bit, and then see if I could add a couple things that it should be good to go. Let's go to the master, Alt and R. Now let's see what we got. Alright, this is kind of crazy, but I think we should try reverse it and then maybe pitch it up by like 3. See what I'm saying? Like this loop is sounding crazy now. When it gets to this point, I'm just listening and thinking what frequencies are missing or what needs to be added instead of just trying to force it. Because in my head, I'm thinking it's missing some low end. Well, even something simple like a piano bass note might do the trick. And then if there's space for some micro moments, like maybe a little phrase here and there, that could work as well. So let's add a pattern for a bass. Let's try a sub bass. Let's go to the Molten Bank, which is part of the bundle. There's this one bass called the Prickly sub bass that I really like. Let's change the last note. You know what I'm hearing now? Just a bell like this. Just every 8 bars. Just adds to that dark feeling. Alright, now one more thing. I'm hearing a flute. See what I'm saying? I'm just gonna use it sparingly to save more space. Yeah, maybe that as well. I actually want to pitch that up an octave. I'm going to take out some of the lows, some of the harshness, throw in a bit of delay, and then of course some reverb. Let's pan this to the right a bit as well. Now to me, this melody is more than enough. I might just want one part where you can hear more high frequencies because high frequencies relate to energy. And I do this with most of my loops, but I like to render the melody we've got, pitch it up an octave, run it through some plugins and create some weird texture. And if we go to the new Portal Bank, we'll just try some. Maybe something with more high energy. This one could work. That was hard. Actually, this. See what I'm saying? Now we've just got a whole nother layer, which just sounds so unique. Alright, 160 might be a bit too fast, so we'll set everything to stretch. Let's just bring it down to like 145. So let's get some drums. Let's grab a Cactus there. Feeling that one. I think that flute can come down an octave first and then come up. So I like to start with the standard pattern, then just switch a few things. You can see with the filler notes, I'm just bringing the velocity down a bit. Let's grab a different one too. Maybe something a bit lighter like this. I don't want to overdo it with the rolls. And there's so many snares we could use, but I'm feeling this drip one. Let's take out a few layers for now because I want the main part to have a lot of space, and obviously I want an 808 in there. Try a few. And what you might notice with drill beats in 2025 is people aren't focusing on slides as much. So we're just going to keep this as simple as possible without it sounding basic. Maybe that one. You know what? We can't have the 808 hitting on A, man. Let's pitch out 1. That might be better. With the 808, Carntail is just a genius when it comes to bass lines, man. The way he does his patterns is crazy. That plus his sound selection and the way he chops the melodies is really what makes him unique. So if you're trying to stand out as a producer, one of the main things is to have a unique sound selection. Let's try and pitch this up. There we go. And then we could pitch this up and just fade these out like this. Let's move that over. This one I'm just using the Nautic kick, but I'm boosting it up quite a bit, and of course on the master I'm running that into a soft clipper, but nothing else. Just need to turn a few of these drums up. Alright, and if I'm being honest, you could even just keep the drums like that and that would be more than enough. A lot of artists do pick beats just like this because there's not too much going on. It's not overcrowded, so they've got a lot of room to breathe. But just for my own personal taste, I'm going to add a few more sounds to make it interesting. Just going to add this short open hat. And then maybe just some interesting perks like this. Just to show you quickly how you can make your beat sound a bit more interesting is by using these hi-hat rolls. And these are all super trap inspired. But we could grab something like that and just drag it in. So that one might not work. Let's try this. So I might just finish it with a fill. Just something light like this. When I'm at this point where I've added my main drums and a couple effects, I don't think I need to do anything more than this. So if you like the sound of these drums and you want to check them out for yourself, they're all part of Pyroverse, so just click the link in the description. Forgot I even had the bells muted. I need to arrange it anyway, so let's create a few different sections. So I'll bring this over. Let's take this for the intro. Grab the bell and the sub bass. Let's take that little fill for the drop. Might just fade it in too. Start with the hook, and I always like to save a few of the perks for the second half. Alright, so we've got the flute and this top layer for the hook, then we could take it out, take the flute out for the verse. Save some of these too. And then all I'm gonna do is cut this section, we'll add the sub bass back here, obviously take out the 808. Yeah, take out a few of the other perks. And maybe the kick too. So sometimes with beats you might want the verse to sound really different to the hook, just so there's a clear separation, but then other times you might just want to keep that energy throughout the whole track. There's no rules, man, and if you listen to Strategy, the energy is pretty consistent throughout. So in this one, let's just keep it like this and we'll hear it from the beginning. This melody is crazy, man. You know what? I'm going to include this loop in Pyroverse so you guys can flip it too.
Cactus.
This sounding mad. So we got the flute, some other perks now. So in the verse, we're still keeping that energy. Not too much difference. saving some of the perks. Yeah, once again, hope you guys are feeling this one. If you were, then as always, let me know in the comments. And if you want to check out Pyroverse, the link's in the description.